Hi, everybody. This is Stellar Blade. So I've been looking forward to this ever since it was first shown off as Project Eve, and it was going to come to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? And then Sony bought exclusivity, and then Sony's done an absolute shit job in the last 4 years at being a gaming platform and releasing games. So I don't know what to expect. I've also heard that this game has received censorship in the form of a day one patch, which reduces the amount of blood in the game and puts fabric over the characters' outfits. So I'm sure it's no surprise to anyone. My console is set to offline. Welcome, Johnny. So we're going to be playing this game unpatched. Sony Interactive Entertainment spent money to present Shift Up. Text language, voice language, give me that Korean, baby! As it was intended. Oh, this is it! Ponytail length. Short, long. Auto loot items, yes. I turned that feature on in Final Fantasy Rebirth. I'm never going back. Show records to display or not display the contents of memory sticks documents. Enable or disable gameplay elements of the HUD. Enable hints. Or adjust the amount of time it takes before you receive them. Standard hints is fine. Sensitivity, I won't know until I start playing how that feels. Sound preset, display. HDR, display settings. Open. Oh, gamma! It's recommended to adjust brightness such as the detail of the image is not distorted. Graphics mode. Prioritizes frame rate, balances resolution and frame rate. Prioritizes resolution and quality. Effects, motion blur. Thank you. Right. Can I have a subtitle background? Yes, I can. Subtitle size, medium, fine. Speaker's name, yes. Subtitles on. I need to have subtitles on because I have to have game volume down on my monitor so it doesn't come up on the microphone, so. HUD background. Yes, that's handy. That'll help. I'm gonna have always on for the HUD. Right, accessibility. Always display center point, no. Camera auto rotation. Camera automatically follows your character when she rotates. Subtitles on, display speaker name, colorblind preset. No, I'm good. Subtitle size is fine. High contrast. What does that look like? Oh, right, okay. Hey, it's nice that exists. Sony mandated, but I don't mind. QTE auto success. So tempting. Fishing. What is this? NieR Automata? Auto lock on when attacking. Don't need to adjust any of those unless I feel like, oh, I need that. Controller, range mode. Fire, pretty standard. Strong attack, dodge. Hold circle to sprint. Okay. Jump, quick attack. So a combination of squares and triangles for combos. Sprint is also on left click. Use item. Use potion. Features tense battles. Story mode. Why don't you just call it journalist mode? Well, I can give you about 4 hours of this.
최종 브리핑 전달합니다. 현 시간부로 제7 강화 부대는 제3지부를 점령 중인 알파 네이티브들을 섬멸하고 엘더 네이티브를 포획 또는 제거한 것을 목표로 강화합니다. 드라포드 전기 대기로. 디텍트 라인 임계점까지 1분.
Definitely getting Automata vibes here, and I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. I'm gonna try to avoid making comparisons to it the whole time. Because we all know I like the original Nier way more than I like Automata, right? Because Automata misunderstands a lot of what I liked about the original Nier. This isn't connected to a pre-existing game that's incredibly different, so therefore I could appreciate this for what it does, as opposed to what it doesn't do. A lot of them not making it all the way, huh?
포드 랜딩 완료. 피지컬 실드 제거. 해치 오픈. 어서 제발.
Hello. It's all QTEs. I've been lied to. God, this is enough one pretty game, isn't it? This way? Nah, I'm good. Oh! Oh, me like! Oh, me like! It's got a Muso feel to it. It's very Muso-y. It's very Muso-y. Like, in my mind, I'm trying to press circle to do my special because it feels Muso-y. I'm expecting my special to be on circle. Dynasty-esque, yeah. So, Dynasty Warriors or Shin Sangoku Muso in Japan. So what I refer to any hack and slash that has that Dynasty Warriors feel, I refer to it as a Muso-like. This definitely has Muso elements to it. It's very fluid. And this is without the day one patch that makes the combat more fluid. So I can only imagine how much better this plays. Oh no! Gotta dispatch this guy quick while the body's still warm. Slows down a little. I'm not expecting it, so I end up not parrying in time. When you hit... Oh. I was about to read that, but we've entered a cutscene. It's a potion! What's this? Oh, I have like a... Okay, so my specials are on L1 and then press a button. But I need 2 squares in order to use it. Right, okay, I see. I get it now. I understand it. So, I've now got 2 squares. Yeah, I see. Okay, yeah, I got it. Makes sense. I understand it. But the body! Fine. So watch out for the little red circles that start appearing. That's where bombs are going to drop. Whoa! I like that I feel incredibly underpowered here. Oh shit. Well, that'll kill it. Well, of course those other robot ladies weren't going to make it, because they had generic designs. They didn't have main character designs. That's how it works.
이제 너와 나 둘이서 임무를 완수해야만 해. 알겠어?
It's still alive. The Alpha Natiba, or whatever its name was. Who the what now? Welcome, Alt One. You know who else is streaming right now? Escape Route British.
알파는 아니었지만 강력한 놈이었어. 잘 싸웠어. 모의 훈련보다 훨씬.
그땐 모두 함께였는데.
바디 프레임에 문제가 심각해 보여.
Ninja warrior on skateboards. Oh, ultimate banzuki.
잠깐 이브. 뭔가가 있어. 이브.
Unbeatable banzuki.
이브, 괜찮아?
Unbeatable banzuki or hot robot ladies. Hot robot ladies. Always. I've seen Alita.
알파 네이티브.
God, even the monsters are hot. What's going on?
여기야 친구. 네 상대는 나야.
Oh no.
도망쳐. 이브.
Don't say it. 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 You know, this looks a lot like the first area from Nier Automata. Stupid! 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 Shut up! Shut up! Resist! Resist! Resist the urge!
조용하구나.
그래도 긴장은 풀지 않는 게 좋아.
You don't get it. This game is very, very similar aesthetically to Nier Automata. And now the first area we're going to in the game is a ruined city that's overgrown with leaves and bushes. Just like Nier Automata. The similarities are more than surface level.
준비해. 난 이제부터 드론으로 서포트할게.
But like they say, if you're gonna copy, copy from the best. If you're gonna be inspired by the best.
여기가 에이도스 7?
맞아. 인류가 마지막까지 대항했던 최후의 전장. 그리고 거상의 도시라고도 불렸던 곳이지.
뭔가가 떨어져.
Yeah, imitation, the sincerest form of flattery. Indeed.
이게 지구의 비?
감상은 천천히 하자고. 우리에겐 할 일이 있으니까.
Right. How do I change my clothing? I want more clothing. I want less clothing.
며칠 사이 지형 데이터가 변했지.
Am I allowed to explore now? It's quite a nice looking game. And it doesn't overdo the realism like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth does. This is a nice mixture of stylized and... Oh, there's fast travel. Ah. Okay. Use payphones to fast travel. I like this.
낙석이 많아. 조심해.
Indeed, and the thing with that is, that's essentially why I started out making YouTube videos to begin with. Was I wanted to be like James Rolfe. I wanted to be like Spoony One. Those were my two inspirations. And they were also Jontron's two inspirations.
최후의 전장에서 선사한 리더니
Probably why I see a lot of, like, Jontron style in my style. The only difference is he had the balls to actually do stupid skits in his videos. I always found that shit embarrassing. So I never did. Enter the passcode. I don't know the passcode.
보안 코드가 필요해.
이브, 여길 조사해봐.
There's no way I'm remembering that.
코드가 있어.
보안 코드야. 일종의 출입증 같은 거. 보안 코드를 입력해봐.
Adam and Eve. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop the presses. They're making
도시의 집안이 불안정해.
they're making Bible references? I hadn't even twigged that. And that's like the most obvious thing, and I hadn't even twigged it. Only death remains in this city. Humans who have lost all hope have locked themselves up and are waiting for death to take them. I think some areas of the orbit elevator are still functional. Let's head out into space. Yes. Ah, that's a heal. Sit on benches to recover your health. Meet me in outer space. Japan has already made these references as far back as 1994, even further. I'm sure these references have existed since the story of Adam and Eve was told. Thousands of years ago. It's so ubiquitous at this point that I think I don't even notice it when an Adam and Eve reference is made. Because it's everywhere. You know?
놓치지 말라고.
Can dive? And unlike the game we played last night, I can actually see while I'm underwater. I must say, aesthetically, this game ticks like all my boxes. The environments are gorgeous. The frame rate is nice and balanced. It's a great level of detail going on. I get to play as a lady. I get to play as a lady who's hot. Which is a huge, like, thing for me. Activate camp. Okay. Can't afford anything. This is where I get access to my skill tree. Okay. Survival. Wants me to learn perfect dodge. Right, okay. I have 1 skill point left. 2 SP. Oh, right. The amount of SP it requires is next to the skill. Aerial blow. Ambush executes an enemy from behind. That sounds useful. Shield Breaker delivers a sudden strike. Don't know if you heard about Adam Sessler, but he recently left social media. Didn't Adam say something about Stellar Blade and then got picked up on it and said, well, fuck social media, I'm out? Wasn't he like, oh, I'm sick of having to do nice things for gamers. Gamers are so horrible. Wow, wow, wow. Woe is me. I'm gonna throw my my fucking rattle out of the fucking crib. Delivers a sudden strike, stuns, hit enemies, and deals damage to their shield. Unleashes 2 waves of fatal energy. Fatal energy sounds good to me. Let's get that. Blasting Trump supporters. Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't he like say that gamers were all Trump supporters? But I've already rested. I know how to rest. Robots having PTSD now. That's a key plot point. What, robots having PTSD? Hey, Garlips. I have a read of that in a second. Getting my ass kicked first. Oh! If you do a parry, the controller makes a noise! Hey, with banging bods come mental scarring, it's the rough and the smooth lol. Look at that, she can get wet too. It's a Legion supply box. Oh, you just kick boxes. Alright. I don't need to hold R2 to collect items because I already have that accessibility option turned on. And I turned all the motion blur off because I hate motion blur. Oh, you don't automatically jump. That monster looked vaguely Silent Hilly. I get where you're coming from. It's a better Silent Hill monster than the ones in the Silent Hill 2 remake. I can't say that without knowing, you know. Well, isn't there, like, supposed to be a Sony event fairly soon? Are we finally going to learn something about Silent Hill 2 remake, please? Anything. I need some news! I need to know. I'll be getting it regardless, but I just need to see it. I need to know it's still coming. When will I have enough material to create the nude suit? How do I get the nude suit? You may have noticed the stream title and thumbnail. Oh! That's effective. Ugh. Balls. You are dead. Noted. Noted. Ah, that still counts as collected. I wonder if the one up the top, on the rooftop, still counts as collected. Silent Hill 2 makers vaporware. No, no, please, please. I don't think I could continue living if Silent Hill 2 Remake and DokeV did not come out. Son of a bitch. Well, I'll tell you what, the platforming isn't very good in this. Platforming isn't very good at all. If I don't get Silent Hill 2 Remake and I don't get DokeV, what's the point? Nice sword, Eve. Oh, I thought it was a bit tacky. Oh wait, wrong character. So does that box over there count as collected? Did I get it before the check one? Yeah, it counts as collected. Okay. Up there, come on. Don't be a silly Billy. Konami announced that damn disease 3 years ago. Has it really been 3 years since Silent Hill Remake was announced? Silent Hill 2 Remake was announced. That's very sad. It feels like 15 years since DokeV was announced. But that's only because I'm waiting for it. Waiting for it so much. Almost 2 years since Silent Hill 2 Remake was announced. Okay, that sounds about right. This is fine. Maybe it's not $61.99, but it's fine. When do I start when do I start getting to earn clothes? Like new outfits. Oh. Speak of the devil now? Nope. Not yet. Bloober Team. I enjoyed what I played in the medium. I admittedly didn't get very far in it, but I did like a bunch of the fun puzzles, like the one where you have to rotate the clock hands and time travel, which was pretty cool. Was she intended to be a Vocaloid? She's a robot of some description. Why she got a tie? Because women who wear ties look pretty hot. Probably. That's probably the reason. I mean, have a look at this design. Anything about this design is probably because it looks attractive, which is fine.
퓨전 셀 남아있잖아.
A fusion cell.
커버를 열어보자.
But I saw one of these earlier, and I didn't know I could get it. Layers of Fear was abysmal. That's unfortunate.
밤은 아직 어둡지 않지.
아, 인피니티 셀의 전세대 버전이구나.
잘 챙겨둬. 지상에선 귀한 물건이니까.
That might be the reason why Makima is so beloved by Chainsaw Man fans. She is hot. Not my favorite from Chainsaw Man. You know, considering that I haven't actually seen Chainsaw Man, so all my sort of knowledge of the characters is from, let's say, extracurricular activity. I definitely like Power more. I like Kabeni. Oh my god, you son of a bitch! I like Kabeni, I like Power, and I like Nayuta. What about Denji then? He just like me for real. Well, I'm not attracted to him if that's the question. I'm familiar with the meme. I need a passcode here. Go to the Hall of Records. See, a cool guy. Well, again, I can only really go on, like, extracurricular knowledge as opposed to the show or the manga, because I haven't read or watched. But he seems alright, I guess? I don't think I have enough knowledge to have an opinion on the character. Chainsaw Man is one I've kept putting off. I need to figure out the timing for fucking witch time. I'm not quite getting the witch timing down, you know? This is harder than I was expecting it to be. Smiling Friends. There's another show that everyone's watching at the moment that I haven't checked out. As I've said before on livestream, I'm not really much of a movie or television guy. And if stuff gets recommended to me, I go out of my way to avoid watching it. I have busy hands. I have to be doing something, you know? I can't just sit and watch a show or a movie, so I don't have the patience for that. Odd! I am not enabling journalist difficulty. I refuse. I refuse to enable journalist difficulty. Cuphead journalist. Oh, you mean Dean Takahashi? That was his name, wasn't he? I'll never forget that guy. I'm pretty sure he's been vocal about Stellar Blade in one way or another. I don't know how to dodge that! And I just blew up the fucking can next to me. At least the game hasn't stopped me after every death and said, do you want to switch to easy? So it's got that going for it. Any game that asks me, do you want to switch to easy? After dying, is an immediate, like, worst game of the year. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sega has a sale for some of its games, almost all year round on one platform or another. I take it you mean a Steam sale? Because there's a lot of games on sale on Steam at the moment. I have most of the ones I want to play. And I'm not really going to touch Yakuza 8 until I have time to play Yakuza 8, so, you know. It's going to be a while before I sit down with that one. So there's no need for me to buy it right away. It'll go down in price. It'll go on sale. Maybe about, you know, January or February next year, I'll pick it up on 65% off on Steam. Maybe at that point, I'll be in a financial position where I can afford it. In the meantime, if Sega were to give me a key for it, I would be very appreciative. Thank you! Fuck me dead! Wow! Hey, Johnny. Getting an early start to the streaming today. Well, it's, there's likely not going to be a stream tonight because Garlips is coming around, and when Garlips comes around, it's usually 9:30, 10 p.m. Oh, I was gonna stream. Oh, never mind. So I figured stream earlier today. That way I get a stream in without spending the evening going, oh, will it be over in time? Oh, do I have enough time to get this done? And yeah, it just means I don't have to rush the evening festivities. What's the point here? Oh, I think I can parkour here. Sorry, yes, my fault. It's not your fault. Reminded me of that Beat Crusaders song where he's like, it's my fault. It's my fault. Oh, I can't hang on to that. What's the point of the bar then? Is it to get up here? No. Can't get up there. Do wonder what the point of that bar is. Guys, I know where we have to go. Yellow paint. Yellow paint. Finally. I know where to go now. I have spotted the yellow paint. Everything is okay. I can't jump on that box. You don't have to sink like that. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, oh. Oh. I'm pulling a blank on the name of the song. But yeah, you know the one I'm getting at. There's a lot of... Yo, is that a box? Can I destroy that underwater? Give you a clue, but then you don't need one, you prodigy. Huh? Huh? Firestarter. That's the name of the song, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the clue. It was it was a shit clue. But I got there eventually. Yeah, that's the name of the song. I have 1 SP to spend. Bought this one last time. Shockwave, which has been handy. Delivers a sudden strike, stuns and hits enemies, and deals high damage to their shit. Could I get, like, increases the window in which you can do a block or parry? Recharging more beta energy might be good. Makes it easier to use perfect parry. I'll save up 1 point. Incidentally, do you know who James Sunderland's favorite Japanese band is? I assume this is a joke. No, I do not know who James Sunderland's favorite Japanese band is.
이 건물을 통과해야 해. 가지고 있는 퓨전셀을 여기에 넣어봐.
Ah! Because he used one to smother his wife. Right, okay, yeah, I'm with you. Witty. Witty. I have to go that way, so let's have a look at this. Ooh, what's this thing? Oh my word. I refuse to enable journalist difficulty. I refuse! You know, I bashed my head against Amber for 2 hours last night. If I can bash my head against Amber for 2 hours, I can get good at this game's combat system. I've already experienced what true struggle is like. I'll get good at this. I refuse to let myself get bad at this. So I will get good at it. This is how they're going to get me into Souls-likes, isn't it? This is going to be the gateway drug to, like, Bloodborne and stuff like that. Human enemy. I saw that! I knew he was there. Got it. Enter passcode. This is the one I have. Boca. No? Bokor. I can read. Poor sod's dead. It's a trap. They're coming from all directions, requesting reinforcements. Ellipsis, 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 ellipsis. No! No stop. Someone help. Okay, it's a bit too early to say whether this is, like, Game of the Year or not. But it's legit. Oh, come on, I dodged! I knew it was coming! It's the thing, I knew it was coming! You're not blocking straight away. Don't this remind you of, like, the manticores out of the chant? Fucking... Oh, man. How do I get health again? And did I have the key for this one? No, I didn't. Not yet. Human over there, he might have the key code on him. Mm-hmm. Even this game's small enemies are not to be trifled with. Got the code for that box on, yeah? Beta cores. Oh. Handy, but not what I was hoping he'd have on him. There's another human over here. Just SP. There. Once I level up to level 2, I'll increase the window for perfect parries. Maybe then I won't suck as much. Gold, gold. Something down here then. Now guess up here. Did I miss anything down here? Yeah. Something in there, it would appear. Just gold. Take a rest here for health. Well, at the risk of saying just... I really don't want to say it, but... Mum, I want Nier Automata. You have Nier Automata at home. Nier Automata at home. That's what this is. And I don't mean that in a nasty way. It's, like, perfectly acceptable. But I also don't think it's, you know, 61.99 out of Argos. But I'll stick with it. I'm sure the story will grip me. I think I'd like this more than Automata because I dislike Automata because it's not replicant. Thank you! This is exactly what I said at the start of the stream. That I think I will end up enjoying this more because it's not got the Nier name and expectation. You know? That's exactly what I said at the start of the stream. So we're on the same page with this one. I dodged! Oh, I've got magnets in my hands! What the fuck was that? I've got magnets in my hands. I've got blisters on my fingers! Getting fucking tilted, bruv. Every time I get my free revives by resting at a save point, all the enemies respawn. How dare! Bah! Bah! How dare! Bah! What's a square here? What's that mean? Ah, it's on the inside of the wall. I just said the same thing out loud. You were doing the Ringo Starr X ICP remix. What? Ringo Starr cross Insane Clown Posse. Oh, the I got blisters on me fingers. Yeah. Eve is protected by a shield. Eve has damage reduction while the shield is active. I dodged! I fucking dodged! Son of a bitch! Fucking magnets, how do they work? Oh, I see. I get it. I get it. Magnets in the finger. Right, okay. That's... How do magnets work? It's magic, isn't it? It's earth magic. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Plastic Hearts Volume 3. My love, wait! 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Try a little better. You said you'd dance, for whom does the rose smile with me? I know I did, but can we go a little slower? With beauty, with grace, just as we were born. My little treasure, I am a hacking device. Cyberspace is my realm. I don't know how to dance like this. Right, right. You're dangerous and cute and weak. There I won. Quickly now, quickly. Shall I lick the plug? Ah, dear Mother Sphere, please forgive your sinful daughter. Is that robot porn? Did I just read, like, Mills and Reboot? Laugh, damn you. "50 Shades of Grayscale." 피아노.
도서관 건물이었나 본데.
벽에 진열된 상자들은 저장 장치인 거야?
맞아. 1메가바이트도 안 되는 데이터들이 담겨 있지.
1 megabyte?
낭비네.
1 whole megabyte? This thing. Got it. Almost at 2 SP, and then I can buy the perfect parry and make my life easier.
크랙이 깊어서 지나가기 어렵겠는걸? 주차 타워를 지나 건너편으로 가야겠어.
Parking tower. Oh boy. Wasn't there one of those in Nier Automata as well? Stop making comparisons to Automata! You're not acknowledging the things that make this game different and special. Resist the urge to make similarity, to draw connections. Stop observing similarities. They're different games, and you will respect them as such. Give me whatever it is you've got for me. Max HP increase? Does that make much of a difference if an enemy comes along and takes all my XP, all my HP off in like one hit?
이런 곳에 레퓨지 캠프가
레퓨즈 캠프? 그게 뭔데?
앞서 지구에 도착했던 강화 부대가 설치한 간이 보급소야.
꽤 오랫동안
The controller is vibrating
어째서
like
이런
crazy when he's
일이
doing his scanning.
걸까?
레퓨지 캠프는 중요한 거점이라는 의미이기도 해.
이 주차장이 중요한
The DualSense is a very nice controller.
아니면 엄청 위험한 곳이라는 걸지도 모르지.
어쨌든 이렇게 도움받을 공간이 있다는 건 다행이야.
Yo! They've even got like a pot on the stove. Craft nanosuits? Right, okay. We need to do that perfect parry. Select blink. I don't wanna learn your stupid fucking blink move. That's probably gonna be extremely useful. And I'm gonna be glad I learned. Confused? Right, okay. Got it. Got it. Understand it. Clear as muck. Perfect parry. Thank you. Right, how do I craft a suit? Said I can craft suits here. You don't make me an offer of clothes and then not let me make clothes.
해줘서 고마웠어.
That's not how it works.
뭘 새삼스럽게. 덕분에 몇 년간 모아둔 엑소스파인 메터리얼들을 거의 다 쓰긴 했지만 괜찮아. 덕분에 서로 도울 수 있게 된 거잖아. 넌 알파 네이티브를 찾을 수 있고 나는 혼자 올 수 없는 이 도시에 왔으니까. 기록 보관소만 찾을 수 있으면 넌 충분히 보답을 한 거야.
걱정하지 마. 도와준 몫은 제대로 갚을 테니까.
I'm gonna make suits. Don't use that to make suits. Don't use the shop to make suits. I guess I just don't have the stuff to make suits. Alright, I'm feeling a little bit more powerful now I got this parry. Can't open it from that side. It's time to Kevin and parry go large, you know what I'm saying? Oh no. Oh no. This looks like a boss! I don't do bosses! I don't want a repeat of Wo Long, where it took me an hour to beat the first boss, and then I found out it had a second phase. Baden! Oh wait! As opposed to a good un. Please tell me bosses don't respawn when I rest. Oh, fuck me dead. Oh, it's so close! Ah! Unbelievable. Hold on, did it remember the skills I got? Yes. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, a third one now! Oh, you hit me with a third one now! That's new! Up until now, it's been 1, and then 2. Okay. That's new. Oh! I feel like I earned this. I feel like I fucking earned that victory.
이겼어. 굉장해.
알파 네이티브는 아니었어.
알파가 아닌데도 이 정도라면 앞으로 만만치 않겠는데.
Things will only get harder.
그럴지도. 어쨌든
Uninstall.
잠깐만. 맵 데이터 좀 보고. 기록 보관소까지의 직선 거리로는 멀지 않은.
Tell you what, compared to Wolong, this is playable. The experience I had with Wolong last year was just no. I'm done. I'm not a Souls-like guy. I'm not into Souls-likes.
간판 보이지? 저곳에 블록 사이를 이동할 수 있는 운송 장치가 있어.
뭐? 지금까지 방치된 장치가 가동될 수 있을 거라 생각해?
I see why people find them
긍정적으로 생각하자고.
rewarding,
씁쓸하네.
fun to play, but it's not me. Nah, ain't me. You said something about playing a Souls-like? Nah, that ain't me. Like a boss. Like a boss. Two skill points. Okay, let's take a look. Rush chain. Counter. On a perfect parry of an enemy's attack, hold square and triangle. Increases the amount of beta energy you get back from a perfect parry. Yes. Give me that square and triangle. Okay. I like that there is a skill tree reset as well. If this respawns the boss, I'm going to be furious. Beta recharge gear. Yes. How do I get more suits? Wait. I could switch to the skin suit? The thing about this is it actually makes the game harder. So it's all well and good having this in the game, but the point is you take shit tons more damage. So I'm good being clothed, thanks. Yeah, but all the more credit to anybody who can complete like a perfect parry playthrough and just the skin suit. Be my guest, but not me. Okay, so bosses don't respawn, I am happy to report. Oh, there was a camp here as well. Make something harder, lol. Am I right, guys? Mwah, 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 mwah. Alright, we can now open the door at the end of this area. Because it was locked from the other side. I see one enemy there. Mm-hmm. Fuck me! I thought I'll be powerful enough now. Am I really going back for a heal? Let's open this door. In combat? Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Not in combat! You fucking kidding me? I kill something that's the size of a fucking mountain, and then I get killed by a tiny little enemy. There was this one boss when I tried to play Dark Souls, right? I had to get through an entire street beforehand of, like, skeleton archers. It was the worst thing ever. I think I probably would have enjoyed Dark Souls 1 more if I didn't have people telling me how to play it and making me go to Undeadburg super early in the game. I feel like I was being tricked. Hey, Jacob, how's it going? Right, now I can open this. And now, I can get a heal. After doing, like, the tiniest amount of progress, I can get a heal. And respawn all the enemies. Sure, why not? Yeah, you know what? I think I like this enough to stick with it. One at a time, guys! One at a time! Oh, I refuse to switch to a lower difficulty. I refuse. I simply cannot. Right. Ah, the rumored Banjo-Kazooie game. Well, wasn't there something a member of staff at Rare said when Banjo and Kazooie were announced for Smash? And they said, why didn't we mention the Banjo-Kazooie game that's just entered development? Now, of course, you take that with a grain of salt, but... That would mean there's been a Banjo game in development for, what, 3 years? If Microsoft has a Banjo game in development that's been in development for 3 years, they would be foolish not to show it this year. Because Microsoft has nothing to show. And as someone who considers himself a Microsoft fan and considers Microsoft his platform of choice, it pisses me off that Microsoft has nothing to show. All the time. Fucker. Leave me alone. There we go. One, two, nuts and bolts ported. No. Remake Banjo-Kazooie 1, maybe, yeah. Port again? The versions are already playable on Xbox Series X and whatever. We don't need, like, ray tracing in nuts and bolts. The game is perfectly playable. Exospine. Oh. Is this a new enemy? Oh no, I think I've fought a ton of these already. Oh no, it is a new enemy. Would a port of games that are already available on the Xbox family of consoles satisfy people? I don't think so. A Banjo-Kazooie 1 remake, and they got the perfect name. They could call it Banjo Redooey. It writes itself. Banjo-Kazooie remake, yeah, sure. That makes sense. Oh, that perfect parry upgrade makes all the difference. It was like when I finally got the parry timing window improvement in One-chan Origin, and how that hugely improved the game for me. Beta skill ready. Oh, perfect. Couldn't have asked for anything more than those two barrels exploding where they did. That was perfect. Oh, I love it when a plan just comes together like that. It's beautiful. Fallout 5 may be released in the 2030s, and that huge gap just says to me like we need something in between. Well, they've done the next-gen update for Fallout 4, which apparently balloons the file size and doesn't add anything new. Which sounds about right. I suspect they'll continue milking 76. Because let's face it, no offense to the Fallout Amazon show and the people who watch the Fallout Amazon show. generally those are going to be people who are either new to Fallout or have only really played and experienced the Bethesda Fallout titles. Specifically Fallout 3, Fallout 4. So it makes more sense for them to put things related to the Amazon show into Fallout 76. Because that's something that the audience of the Amazon show are more likely to play than Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Brotherhood of Steel, Fallout Tactics, Van Buren. You know, people who would play those are not the people who would watch the Amazon show. So it makes sense for them to put Fallout Amazon show related stuff into 76 instead. I mean, if I was in charge of the Fallout series, I would probably put Amazon related stuff into Fallout 76 ASAP. Even if it's just a few cosmetics, because you know there'll be people who will buy them. Oh no, another new enemy type. Don't know how many I can learn. A new banjo would honestly be hit and miss situation where miss is unacceptable. I know what you're saying, like, people are so bored of waiting for a Banjo-Kazooie game that now, if one comes out, it has to be perfect. Otherwise, people won't be satisfied. That was an intentional death. That was to absorb some of the enemy's attack pattern. Dozer, huh? Need a bit more practice with that thing. Respawn it. Oh no? You're not gonna respawn it for me? I want more practice! I'm sure I'll fight another one in like a couple of minutes anyway. Those two will come to life, and he's alive. Trying my new hold triangle parry. Very nice. Problem with a system like this is once you find out the combination that works for you, you're just going to end up using the combination that works for you every single time. Like, that parry into that attack works for me, so I'm just going to use it on every single enemy. Thought I had a beta skill ready. I didn't. What I'd really like is for my healing to heal more. I guess that'll be the next thing I'll put a skill point into. Assuming there is an option for make your healing move heal more. Oh, I still... Right, okay. It's how many I need until I get health up. So I don't have health up and SP up yet. It's like heart containers in Zelda. But I need 3 of them. Yeah, with Rare refusing to work on their own IPs, then I would put Toys for Bob on a Banjo. But knowing that a Banjo has been in development for the last couple of years, assuming that we're still getting it, then I reckon, what was it, Team Asobi? What's the team that's been on Flight Sim that did Toy Story 3, Disneylanders? That was Asobi, wasn't it? Or Team Asobo? I think it's Team Asobo. Asobi is the Japanese PlayStation studio that was formerly PlayStation Japan. Asobo is the studio that worked on Flight Sim. I think that's right. So I would have put Asobo on a Banjo game. Because they've already done platformers. They've done Toys to Life. That's the team I'd have put on it. Oh, that's cool. Hacking to open some boxes. Asobo would seem like the obvious choice for a Banjo tile. Well, I guess the difference between... Well, I was going to say the difference between Microsoft and Nintendo is Nintendo mentioning Metroid Prime 4 before they had nothing to show. That's only a Nintendo thing. But then I realized Microsoft showed off that rare... like, Surviving the Wilds game, and we still know nothing about it. Still don't even know if, like, it's coming. Was it Everfree or something? Everwild, yeah. We don't even know if that's coming. At this point, who knows? And normally, when Nintendo shows something off, like, I don't know, that WarioWare that came out last year, right? When Nintendo showed that off, that was a month away from release. Typically, when Nintendo shows something off, especially if it's a smaller title, it's like a month away from... Oh my fucking god, Jesus Christ, Mary and Joseph, fuck me dead! Normally, when Nintendo shows something off, it's like 1 month away from release. So... Actually, it's more in tune with Microsoft to show something years before it's ready. And to a certain extent, I understand why game studios do it. They're not just advertising the game to you, the player. They're advertising the game to potential employees who might want to work on it. You know, to get people interested in joining the studio. That's why development studios release CGI trailers for games years before they're ready. Obtain a fusion cell to activate the fusion drive. I have no idea what that means. You just made words up. You just made words up, video game. The game thinks I'm stuck. I just want to keep the stuff I get. I don't want to have to run back to a save point every time I kill 3 enemies. You know? So it counts that I got that health thing. There we go, got the shift move now. Gonna teach you enemies with your auto-grab bullshit. Right, so it remembers that I got that. Okay. So I didn't actually lose anything from getting killed by the ramrod guy. Oh my god, I forgot about this dude. So close to getting my ass kicked. Whew. Behind you! I'm back. How's Miss Shiny Vocaloid handling herself? This game is fine. I don't mind it. It's a little bit difficult. I wonder why in hell Xbox cancelled their Can 360 remake of the first Banjo game, Banjo 3. From my understanding, it's not that they cancelled it. It got reworked into nuts and bolts. It seems ridiculous to me that you would cancel anything with Banjo in it. You know, maybe Microsoft doesn't realize this, but people my age, right? People in their early 30s, they grew up with Nintendo 64. Banjo-Kazooie was a huge fucking deal. A big, fat, furry deal when it came out, right? Banjo was huge, and Banjo was everywhere. It's foolish to not do something with Banjo. All the time. Microsoft releasing one Banjo game in 15 years, it should be Microsoft releasing 10 Banjo games in 15 years. Banjo is a seller if done right. Microsoft needs to realize that there is an audience for Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie is a big deal to people my age. Oh my god. Got it. Oh! This thing beating the shit out of me. Why was it named 3E? Because they were probably going for like a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or remake thing where it's a remake and a sequel. Like, you're telling me they were going to do a Banjo reboot and they weren't going to have... Oh, well, Kazooie, I'm pretty sure we've gone on this adventure before. Well, I think so too, Banjo. And then Bottles is like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, guys. They would obviously make Banjo and Kazooie fully aware throughout the whole adventure that they've gone on that adventure before. Because that is the kind of British dry humour that you expect out of Rare games. The whole time they would be acknowledging it. Like in Conker's Bad Fur Day cut and missing stuff on the original Xbox. You know, Conker's like, you know, forget that we've already done this adventure once. You know, forget about it. They would do the exact same thing for a Banjo game. They would have them acknowledge it. Go like, oh, haven't we gone on this adventure before? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You know. So that's probably why they would have called it 3E. And also because Banjo 2E specifically states that the next Banjo game would be called Banjo 3E. So I guess it was a nod to that as well. refill my health, refill my heals, and... Yes, refill my Estus flasks. And while we're here... Let's see what I picked up. Okay. I can afford a 1 cell thing. Pushes the enemy away and steps back. Executes an enemy from behind. I've ran into a situation where I've been able to get to a few enemies from behind, and I wish I'd picked this up. Let's have a look what the other ones are. Lightning Rush, Aerial Blow. There's a Sudden Strike. I'm going to go ahead and get that one. The Ambush. Critical called Stellar Blade Jiggle Souls. I'm more partial to Guna Blade. If this is a Souls-like, then I guess I like Souls-likes now. There's a lot about this I still don't like, but, I mean... Do I die if I fall down here? Yes. That's not alive. That one is a regular enemy. Now I can ambush. Ah, I did the thing! So is this all flash and no knickers? Welcome, Mr. Matt Internet. There's plenty of flash. I can take her clothes off if you want, but I will take more damage. So I'm keeping them on if that's okay. Darksiders 3, yes, so the Darksiders series keeps getting recommended to me. I'm not so keen on trying out that Darksiders Genesis or whatever it's called, the MOBA-esque thing. But yeah, I've got Darksiders 1 and 2 on Steam. Maybe it's about time I played them. I mean, I played a lot of Darksiders 1 on PC many, many years ago. And my observation was, this is a really nice Ocarina of Time clone. And that's not a criticism, because I love Ocarina of Time. But it was like, this is mechanically OOT. So... if Darksiders 2 and 3 are anything like Darksiders 1, then I may as well check out the whole series at some point. In fact, Darksiders would make a good tier list, wouldn't it? It would be an excuse to play all of the games. You see, the next tier list is Paw Patrol. It's almost completely written. Almost. And after Paw Patrol, Darksiders would be a good choice. Well, there are only 4 games, 4 Darksiders. Well, yes, but there's also, like, remastered or whatever, so there's other versions to look at. And there only being 5 games isn't necessarily, or 4 games or 5 games or whatever, is not necessarily grounds for not doing a tier list, because there's only 5 Paw Patrol games. So, you know. Borderlands tier list? Tempting! I have never played pre-sequel. And I haven't played 3. Even though I'm pretty sure I have 3 now. And it would give me an excuse to rate all the DLCs. The original Tiny Tina DLC for Borderlands 2 might be one of the best DLCs I've ever played in a video game ever. So it might be fun to tier list the DLCs along with the games. Like, not every single tiny DLC for Borderlands 2, because we'd be here all day, but definitely, like, the main sort of length expansions. Assault on Dungeon Keep. Yeah. Oh, it was so good. Like, I find that whole fake tabletop thing in video games always cringy. There's one in Before the Storm, Life is Strange, that just made me cringe the whole time. But in Borderlands it works because you've got these RPG classes, but you're still playing Borderlands at the end of the day. Just because it's being framed as a game of Dungeons and Dragons doesn't mean you have to roll d20 for initiative, you know? Like, it still plays like Borderlands, so it gets away with it. Oh, he spotted me. Run, run, run. Heal. He wasn't so tough. Yeah, if anything, I would call this like a mixture between Dark Souls and NieR Automata. It's a pleasant mixture of both. It's certainly very playable. Is it Game of the Year? I don't know. In a year where Rebirth came out, possibly not. But this is pretty good so far. This is pretty good. Sexy Souls? We could make it sexier. The problem is I will take more damage. And I'm not ready. I'm not ready to play better. Oh, give me some health. By how much? By a significant amount. Okay. Okay, I'll take that. The box art wasn't filling me with much confidence. Yeah, the box design is just really uninteresting. Like, the front of this game's box is just really uninteresting. And then the back of the box, it's like 3 screenshots and some text. Like, here's the thing. If you put Eve or Taki on the back with, like, their arse in shot, you'd sell more copies. The game's an 18 already. Any kid that's picking it up off the shelf and looking at it, you know, after they've seen Peggy 18 on the front, well, you know. Oh no, I got a face full of ass. I'm so offended. What were you expecting? The box had 18 on the front. Come on now. Then again, I didn't even see the box until I'd already purchased it. Because I had to get my copy from Argos, because it's the only place where I could get a copy. It managed to completely sell out on release day, which is crazy. That's everything I can get here, I think. Nothing left down here. A Banjo-Kazooie themed DLC for Sea of Thieves. I suppose that would work. There is a pirate element in Banjo-Kazooie. There's Captain Black Eye, or whatever he's called, from Banjo-Tooie, who was originally from Dream. I was really disappointed that Sea of Thieves didn't really link itself up with Dream very much, Project Dream. Because Rare have always had, like, this pirate-themed game in the back of their minds. And to get Sea of Thieves and then it not fit that bill was very, very disappointing, I felt. Where are you? I'm going to take you out now. I'm feeling way more confident about this game's combat now. After a bit more practice. Oh, that's the acid that hurts me. I'm about to heal at a save point anyway, so... There's one here. Banjo, Conquer, Viva Pinata, and more on one island. I think with Sea of Thieves, they've tried to separate it from their other works to make it timeless. And on the one hand, I understand doing that, but on the other hand, they really missed a trick. Not interweaving their other games together into one sort of open world. They've had like Banjo-Kazooie themed cosmetics and stuff like that. Aerial blow can be used upon successful dodge. Counters and stuns the enemy. After perfect dodge, hold square. Okay, you're on. Do I have the thing I need yet for that door? I was holding L! I was holding L. You're talking about Sea of Thieves with someone who's never played Sea of Thieves. Outside of a couple of sessions where he hated it every time. I've tried. I thought when they added Safer Seas I might come back. But I didn't. In terms of, like, predicting what might come to Sea of Thieves or what kind of content might come to Sea of Thieves, I wouldn't know where to begin. Because my personal opinion would be release an update to Sea of Thieves that adds a proper fucking single-player story mode. So I have an excuse to play your otherwise terminally online video game. God, I wish I liked it, because so many people I know like it, and so many people I know have had a very good experience playing it. But I've only ever had a bad experience playing it, so... Passcode for that door, huh? Okay. Louis, are you listening? We took out 37 of them. It's probably a new record for this unit. Please send the location of the nearest supply box. Flooded underground parking lot. Is that all there is down here, huh? Is that the code for this door? Alright, take care, Jacob. B2. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Whee! Aha! Save point. Nice. Let's activate it. New features unlocked. Ah, the exospine. Any new skills? No. 72% of the way to another skill. No, I've been running around without holding any healing items or anything. Oh, so to reset your skill tree is 200 gold. Alright. I don't see myself needing to reset my skill tree. I'm pretty happy with my choices so far. And I feel like the game is balanced to a point where if you're good enough, you don't need to carry healing items. Carrying healing items is kind of unnecessary.
널 처음 봤을 때 꽤 놀랐어.
왜?
콜로니에선 지상의 사람들은 모두 전멸했다고 들었거든.
그렇게 보였겠지. 하지만 아무리 마더스피어라고 해도 모든 걸 알고 있지는 않아.
그럼 너 말고도 살아있는 사람들이 있어?
있긴 하지만 자주 보기는 힘들어.
Don't tell me this is a Strand-like game, huh?
주지 않거든.
All about reforging connections with people. Is there anything else down here? Nope. Whee!
다 왔어.
운송 장치는 어디 있는 거지?
여기 있는 모노레일 패널을 조작해봐.
Train. There's stuff around here first. I want to have a little explore, if that's okay. Adam, if that's your real name. Activate the rail by supplying power.
복구시킬 수 있어.
Ah. Hey, that's pretty cool! Okay. That's an interesting mechanic.
다시 모노레일 패널을 조작해 보자고.
That's clever. Is there anything else down here? Nope. Okay. It did seem like there would be something more collectible and interesting there. But I guess not. Ooh, can I? No, I can't get up there. And this is the way I came. Okay, cool.
뭔가 이쪽으로 오는데?
모노레일이야 긴장 풀라.
이 부식 전기 장치가 운송 수단?
Ancient?
자, 숙렵은 먼저.
You don't need to remind me of how Tachi died. It's a touchy subject.
이브, 괜찮아?
Oh, nothing. I've just got robot PTSD.
잠깐 어제 일이 떠올라서. 쓸쓸하고 고요해. 이 도시는.
인간의 온기가 사라진 도시는 병들기만 해. 이브, 만약 알파 네이티브를 해치우고 나면 뭘 할 셈이야?
강화 부대원의 존재 의의는 단 하나. 주어진 임무를 모두 완수하는 것뿐이야.
모든 네이티브의 말살 말이지. 한종의 멸절이에 자신의 존재에 의의라니. 즐거운 일은 아니군.
Yeah, you should have more fun, Eve.
다 왔어. 그만 내릴까?
Do I want to get off? I didn't think it was that kind of game. I know it's Peggy 18. I'm not ready to visit flooded commercial sector yet.
긴장이던 곳이었나 봐.
맞아. 지금은 물에 잠겨 있지만. 다행히 물속으로 가지 않아도 돼. 기록 보관소는 저쪽이야.
You won't have to go in the water. I'm gonna anyway. 'Cause there's probably something down there. What's this? Suit! 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 Sorry, I'm excited. A suit! Can I change into it now? Ah, I have to make it first. Ah! Do I get to preview it before I make it? Do I get to know if it's something I want to make before I make it? Or is it like that Spider-Man game where it's like, oh, you can't see the suit variations until you make the suit? Suit! 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 Ah, camp. Nice. Can I make a suit here? No. I think it needs to be one with a shop. Where do I go to make the Japanese schoolgirl suit? Assuming the game has one. I meant to dodge that. Ambush! Orbital bombardment warnings. We didn't get any. The bombs just started falling. Given the current state of affairs, that's how I expect things to happen here. The bombs will just start falling. How cheerful! Please be an SP upgrade. Whatever it is. Yes, a beta energy upgrade. Why are they in the form of pills if I'm a robot and not a human? Sus. I wonder if that's that and the PTSD are subtle clue-ins that Eve here is something more than just Robert. Not a real enemy, that's fine. Oh, this water hurts? Realized why as a kid I had a Banjo-Kazooie VHS tape I never asked for. At the time, Rare and Blockbusters teamed up and collected the addresses of kids and mailed them a VHS promotion for it. I didn't realize that they basically mail merged like Blockbuster accounts where there were children on record. That seems kind of sus. Like nowadays that would be deemed like Copper would get involved for that sort of thing. 100% Copper would get involved nowadays. Mail merging to find all the accounts that have, like, kids on record is... That's sus. I dodged that! Come on! Oh, come on! I dodged that! Ah! Fuck it. Wonder if there's an upgrade to make my footprints quieter. My footsteps quieter. So I can ambush better. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. In the US, Kinner Toys in the early 80s mailed random Star Wars figures to kids' houses without telling everyone. Just like gave random kids Star Wars figures. I'm trying to figure out what the benefit of sending people random toys would be. Am I keeping my XP every time I die? Because that's really cool. Because I've already got an SP point to spend, and I swear I didn't earlier. Wah, wah.
여기 숨겨진 메모가 있어.
Lego mailed me one as a kid. It was a clear purple brain disc with a PC CD for the super expensive Lego Mindstorm sets that next to no one owned to try and get people to buy them. Ah. Video game companies, if you're watching, I don't buy video games, but I might buy video games if you send me video games. So what I'm saying is send me video games in the post. Thank you. All that work. Do you reckon? Oh, fuck me! Why put the yellow paint there? Why lie? Why lie? Why put yellow paint there if I can't go there? I've been lied to by modern video games, guys. I've been lied to. Modern video games have lied to me. Face full of ass. You got a face full of ass. Got a face full of ass.
쇼핑 끝.
That's where I gotta go. Let's carry on having an explore that other area where I drown. Walk over. Turn around. Go back. I pressed ambush! You decided to change the fucking rules all of a sudden. Because I'm enjoying myself, right? That's what it is. Fuck me. Fuck me dead. Fuck me in the arsehole. What? Why? Try that again. Right, I want to know what's over here. The yellow marker indicates What exactly? So there was a yellow marker in the other place, and I dropped down and died. This is like a stronger version of that thing I was fighting in the last area. Satisfying. Again, wouldn't let me ambush for some reason. What the fuck? I'm right behind it. Let me punish. Okay, how long have I been playing this? 2.5 hours. Not quite 2.5 hours. I had to wait for it to install. 2 hours. It's okay. I don't think this is rush out and buy day one. I just simply do not. And given the deception that has happened in terms of the game receiving censorship, as minor as that censorship may be, the point is the game was advertised in one form, but then was received in another. You're seeing the game in the form it was advertised because I haven't installed the day one patch. But the people who installed the day one patch, they get less blood than we're seeing, and they get less skin than we're seeing. And I think that, because consumers have been lied to, and the game is decent but not amazing, I don't think there's any rush to go out and buy this. And I certainly wouldn't say, oh, this is a game you absolutely must buy a PS5 for. Nah. I say wait until it comes to, if not Xbox, then at least PC. You're not missing anything. But I will play it. I will endeavor to finish it. If you like what you're seeing, and, you know, you like third-person, I guess, spectacle fighters, this has, like, a spectacle fighter feel to it. If you like Bayonetta, if you like Devil May Cry, if you like Nier Automata, to the point of, like, loving them. Maybe not like, if you love them, then get this. If not, you can wait. You can wait. There is genuinely no reason to rush for this one. Fuck. somehow beansed that. Go for a heal if you don't mind. As I said when I came in, all flash and no knickers. Would I go as far as to say... Well, there are no knickers, I'll give you that. Because every single skin I've seen, you know, I've zoomed in on it, and I have ascertained that there are no knickers. I think it's fine. I think it's just not... I just think it's not 61.99 out of Argos, you know? That's what I think. My ass kicked by this enemy every time. I would definitely recommend this over, like, Dragon's Dogma 2. I received a code for that, and I have played it precisely once. I definitely like this more than Dragon's Dogma 2. But I feel like I also have to like this more because I paid for this. As opposed to Dragon's Dogma 2 where I received a key. If I received a key for this, I would probably be less inclined to want to like it. It's made me chuckle that any mild criticism of this is seen as argue, hey, anime tits and ass, rather than I can see past those and play the game. Well, there are enough reasons to criticize this game beyond anime tits and ass, as we have ascertained today. I also believe that purchasers were lied to through the game receiving censorship through an update. I see and understand both sides of the argument. Beta energy withdrawal. Recover some beta energy when an enemy is hit by a shockwave. Which one do I actually use a lot? I use the shockwave and I use triplet. Recover some beta energy when using triplet. This. Deliver a sudden strike. Increases the attack power and shockwave. When enemy is hit. Beta energy recharge on what? Just regular combo attacks. Hold triangle and then press triangle. Aerial blow. Perfect dodge, hold triangle. Makes it easier to use perfect dodge. Sounds good to me. Threat detection makes it easier to use blink and repulse. What, increases the timing window? Yes, yes, we'll get that.
아담, 콜로니의 강화 부대원들은 자주 만나는 편이야?
아니, 그렇지는 않지. 어제도 마침 그 근방에 머물고 있었을 뿐이고. 그 정도의 대규모 강화 작전도 처음 봤어.
어째서 나를 구한 거야?
글쎄. 나도 잘 모르겠어.
Why did you save me, Adam? 'Cause you have a nice ass.
그저 짧고 강렬한.
A short, intense feeling that I needed to rescue you. Are you sure it wasn't a thick, intense feeling? Was it only a short, intense feeling because you can't keep it up for very long, Adam? Hey fella, do you want to come in here? Do you want to... Can you come through this doorway? You can! Oh no. That's good. That's a good thing to know. Yeah, blink's easier to do. Yeah, okay. That upgrade was a good grab. Welcome back, Jacob. How are things? I'm honestly surprised I'm still going, but I'm genuinely getting something out of this. Otherwise, I'd have stopped. Muffins with coffee. Not like coffee muffins, but like a muffin and a coffee. A coffee-flavored muffin would be... might not be bad. Actually, that might work. I like coffee cake. Much the same idea. Press down to select the currently selected combat consumable. Oh, hey. That's cool. Didn't know I had them. Oh, I had these things the whole time, huh? Had these things the whole time, huh? Hello. Fair enough. Didn't even know I had them. I've been kind of making do with my Estus flask. I think that would be the first mod I would make for the PC version would be rename rechargeable tumbler to Estus flask. Because that's what it is. Can I leap up? Yes, I can. Nice. Okay. Does that explode? That's not an explodable one. Boing. Music is also very, dare I say it, Keiichi Okabe? Hold on, was Keiichi Okabe involved with this? Or is it just someone heavily inspired? Hwang Ju-un Oliver and Good Keita Inoue. So no. How's Keita Inoue? Oh, he's good. Inoue's good. He's good. He's good Keita Inoue. Oh, I'm glad we got good Keita Inoue and not bad Keita Inoue. Keita, you're Inoue. So the soundtrack is definitely Keiichi Okabe inspired. Xbox's big mistake was not announcing a new Banjo last year when it was Banjo's anniversary. They totally did nothing for Banjo's anniversary, and it's sad. You know, the only thing worse than doing nothing for Banjo's anniversary is releasing Banjo NFTs for its anniversary. That's the only thing they could have done worse. I have a jump dash. Hold on, for how long have I had a jump dash? Banjo died a few years back and they haven't had the heart to tell everyone. Oh, don't tell me. Banjo and Big the Cat? I can't take this news in 1 year. I just cannot. I simply cannot. Shift Up reportedly wanted to collab with Coke and Pepsi. Yeah, I heard. Fell in the same place again. I don't know how I feel about, like, product placement. To a certain extent, Pepsi or Coke in this universe kind of fits. Because there is, like, a theme of consumerism going on here. Balan is next. I think Balan was dead on arrival, wasn't it? Super Frog on Amiga had Lucozade. That's right, yes. And of course, Chupa Chups in Gremlins Zool.
아니야, 혼잣말이었어.
It just, I feel like Lucozade or Chupa Chups in Zool, Lucozade in Super Frog is like, it's tacked on. Like penguin chocolate bars in James Pond 2. Like, you can have James Pond 2 with and without penguins, and it doesn't make much of a difference, right? But I couldn't imagine Metal Gear Solid 3 without Calorie Mate. Metal Gear Solid 3 without Calorie Mate is a Metal Gear Solid 3 I don't want to play. Club? Oh, is that Cyrillic? Need a passcode, do I?
내 자리 비밀번호가 필요해.
골치 아프게 됐군. 이건
The Stellar Blade need to be brought up 6 months from now.
시간을 입력한.
In 6 months, it'll probably hit on Steam, and then it'll be in everybody's mouth again. This game will get discussed when it comes time for, you know, Game of the Year. It might win something at the VGAs. It depends how much they've paid Jeff Keighley. I like it enough, but I don't think it's going to be my Game of the Year. At the moment, that's looking like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Even though I can fully accept all the flaws of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. They're telling me you must dash, and now I've got to one where I don't need to dash, and it's confusing me. When this doesn't win Game of the Year, there will be a subset of people who say, oh, it's because, you know, it's a sexy game, and sexy games aren't allowed to win Game of the Year.
위험해 2번.
Why did that happen that time?
참을만해.
Blah. Check the time on the inactive clock tower. Really? That's what we're doing here? Yeah, can I get a good view of it? Just need to come back up here. $12.25? 1225? Level 5, releasing another game and not promoting it in the West? Yep, sounds about right. It bothers me just how bad they've treated their franchises over here. And they could have said or done something to dissuade people from making a Pokemon comparison with Yokai Watch. Because that's part of what killed that series here. Was not dissuading people from making a Pokemon comparison. I mean, I don't know how you would go about dissuading people from making that comparison. Level 5 made Ni no Kuni. That is correct, yes. In cooperation / collaboration with Studio Ghibli.
보인다. 이제 기록 보관소가 얼마 남지 않았어.
Yokai Watch anime was also butchered in English. There were some moments where they kept references and jokes from Japanese culture and explained them, and did a great job, and there were other times that they just butchered shit. It was so 50-50 whether an episode was going to be really good or really bad. I mean, I liked the Yokai Watch show enough. You could only really watch one season of it here in the UK. Like, I don't ever remember any of the other series being played on, like, terrestrial TV at all. I watched season 1 on, like, yeah, sorry. There was a Mr. Map moment. I got distracted. They ain't made shit for the Amico. You want to know what's dead on arrival? It's the fucking Amico. I only saw 2.5 Yokai Watch episodes on Cartoon Network. Right. I watched season 1 on Netflix. Because season 1 was on Netflix. Season 2 wasn't. Couldn't watch season 2 on Netflix. So I didn't watch any more Yokai Watch. Actually, I think I might have watched season 2 on one of them shady, like, watch cartoons online websites, you know? Look, if you're a robot with, like, really strong legs, couldn't you have just kicked the door open from the other side? Wasn't Yokai Watch that show about a guy who replaces watch batteries? Please, you're wasting your good material here. You should be using it on low res.
저 밑에 기록 보관소가 있어.
아무 반응도 없어.
I get the feeling that's meant to be a door or an elevator of some description. I have no good material. I'm editing low res right now. I figured you had come here to get some footage, but I also figured you've already edited the episodes I'm in. So you must be editing the Big the Cat episode right now. So you came to get some footage of my stream. That's the only thing I can think of. Not that you're not welcome here. You're welcome here all the time, but you tend to only show up when you're doing something sneaky in the background. Editing the funeral episode. Oh, man. It's so sad what happened to Big the Cat. Can you tell me what's inside my butthole? Garlips fucking outdid himself on that one. fucking outdid himself with that editing. That better have made it into the episode, otherwise I'm going to be very disappointed. Is there anything down here? Oh, we got a Teen Titans Go hater here in the chat. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I don't think I've ever actually watched an episode of it, because I can't bring myself to. But to be fair, I've never watched an episode of Teen Titans. Well, outside of the ones that Zone Sama produced, of course. I was kind of hoping it would just hit like a streaming service in full. It's probably on Disney Plus. It's probably on Disney Plus. I have to have a look sometime, see if it is. Ads for the Hasbro toys no one bought got more airtime on TV than the Yokai Watch show in the UK. That would not surprise me. I keep hoping they'll just localize that Yokai Watch remaster on Switch. Because fans have already injected the 3DS script into it, and it's just drag, drop, done. So we know it's as simple as just replace text, sell. There genuinely is no reason to not do it. And if Level 5 won't do it themselves, give it to someone like Outright Games, you know. Somebody who's happy to take a punt on an anime game every now and then. You know, if it weren't for Outright Games, we wouldn't got Zoid's Blast over here on Switch, and that was fine. It wasn't amazing, but it was fine. I liked it enough. I played the story full in all the way full, all the way through in full. Even though I have like no knowledge of the series whatsoever, it's fine. You know, give it to Outright Games. They know what they're doing. They'll give it a small but present, you know, publishing job. They'll get it in game. They'll get it in Argos. They'll do it justice. Underground of the memory tower. Down there, huh? Okay. Well, if that's where they want me to go, I'm not going there just yet. Have a look around here. Oh, I'm not allowed to go that way. Ugh. Right, okay. Let me explore!
퓨전셀 수명이 다해서 그래. 잠깐, 이 너머에서 퓨전셀이 감지되고 있어.
Not like Nintendo promoted Yokai Watch either, never even at E3 or Direct events. Well, they did show it on a Direct, because I remember the Bill! I remember that, where Bill Trinan, like, ate all the donuts. Then, like, farted in the office or whatever it was. I remember that. Imagine when Todd Howard retires, people will be like, the new owner destroyed Bethesda. I miss Todd's Bethesda. When they're lowering his casket into the funeral. When they're at the funeral, when they're lowering his casket into the ground. Everybody will be like, wow, I'm amazed it just works. Game has an ending? This wouldn't have happened under Todd. Yeah. Yeah.
이제 기록 보관소로 내려갈 거야.
So what are you and Garlips up to tonight? Not entirely sure. It's more of like a family meetup and, you know, update everyone on what we're doing. So, you know, people are going away at certain points in the year and, you know, coalescing all that. A knife fight? Nah, I'd kick my ass. 100% Garlips would kick my ass.
기록 보관소에 오게 되다니 꿈만 같군. 이제 하이퍼 드라이브만 찾으면 돼.
I don't know, man. I think you might have the range. Maybe, but I reckon Garlips is very good at throwing knives.
인내와 적응만으로 수천 년이 걸리는 인류의 과제를 해결한 것입니다. 심장을 대체한 바디셀은 산소와 물이 없는 환경에서도 생존할 수 있게 해주었습니다. 생물공학과 나노 기술의 발달로 노화나 질병이 생명의 위협이 되는 시기 또한 지나갔습니다. 그리고 위험 산업, 우주 개발에도 놀라운 약진을 가져다 주었습니다. 심해의 수압을 견딜 수 있으며 우주복을 입지 않고 우주선 밖을 나갈 수 있게 되었습니다.
That sounds pretty good. Hook me up with one of them nano chips or whatever.
마더스피어는 인류의 생존을 위한 최선이자 유일한 희망입니다. 인류의 어머니 마더스피어가 건설한 최초의 도시 에이도스 세븐에서 번영과 화합을
생소한 이야기들 뿐이야. 아담은 이게 무슨 소린지 알겠어?
인류의 과거는 최후의 전쟁과 함께 다 묻혀버렸어. 이건 그 전 시대의 기록 영상일 거야.
A video from before that time. It says audio only! Are you blind? Are you a blind robot?
하이퍼 드라이브에서 건 우선 1차 목표는 달성했어. 비상 전력이 꺼지기 전에 밖으로 나가자.
Uh-oh. We stole the thing.
드디어 구했군. 하이퍼셀.
Where'd we put the hypercell?
덕분에 많은
Do I want to know? Do I want to know where we're putting the hypercell?
그래. 그럼 이제 알파 네이티브가 있는 곳을 알려줄래?
물론이지. 여기서 멀지 않아.
Starting to feel like I'm getting used by this Adam. You know? Got ourselves a new boss fight. Alright, take care, Jacob. It's alright, I got this under control. Do I still have the hyperdrive? Yeah. So the next place to go is that boss fight. So it's fine. I didn't lose any progress by not resting at a camp. It means I got to run past 2 enemies. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Just making sure I didn't lose any progress. Oh my word. I'm just trying to figure out the dodge pattern. Don't mind me. Three hours and 3 minutes. It's only 2 o'clock. Just trying to figure out where our stopping point is. Because the last thing I want is to play too much of this today and then put myself off returning to the game. Definitely dodged that. Shift. Meant to do a shift there. Ooh, this is a bit trickier. The first boss was a bit more straightforward. The second one's a little bit tougher. I need to focus more on trying to get the timing of my blocks right. After the second block, there's a third block. Shift. Third block. 2, 3. Ah, fuck up! I know the timing. You should have shifted! You should have fucking shifted! I know the timing. Shift. This actually doesn't seem all that difficult. Like, this actually feels like it might be a good entry-level Souls-like. It's quite forgiving. Not easy, but forgiving. Please tell me there's a camp before the next enemy. Nope. Might have to run back to camp. Beta power, please. Yes! A bit late, but I'll take it. How many more does that give me? 2 more? 1 more? 1 more. That's not great. I knew you were there! I knew he was there. Some money in there. I feel like we're about to have a Bethesda moment, so I'm gonna heal. It's just a shame that the nearest camp is all the way back. I'm sure that boss counts as dead, but I don't particularly want to risk it. Oh, what's this way? An extreme nano element. And a box. It was worth coming this way then. This game also reminds me a little bit of Scarlet Nexus, and I really need to get back to that. I played the dude's storyline, and it was boring. And then I find out that the girl's storyline, Kasane or whatever her name is like time travel shenanigans. Reflex boost, make it easier to use perfect dodge. Repulse. Repulses the enemy away and steps back. Down and circle. So I might activate that by accident. So things you activate by accident that are nice to have. Rush chain, aerial blow. Damage boost of Shockwave. I do use Shockwave a lot. Crosswave. L1 circle, L1 circle. High damage to an enemy's shield. I'm going to have that for that enemy that has the big, curly, quaver-shaped shield thing attached to its arm. Oh, if you buy them after you've filled the slot, they're stored instead. Right, okay, I see. I get it now. I'm not going to rely on them, though. This game seems balanced in a way that you don't need to rely on healing items. Outside of your Estus flasks, of course. But, in terms of longer-lasting healing items, you really don't need to use them. You just stick with your Estus flask. You can actually grind in this. You can grind SP. I like that about this. Seems a good mixture of, like, RPG type mechanics. Leveling up, filling up your skill tree. I would be tempted to grind a few levels off stream. You can't look at a destroyed city like this with destroyed bridges and not think Nier Automata. I'm sorry! I promised I wasn't going to keep drawing parallels. Robot. Come back here! Tumblr expansion module. Pretty. It's like a campfire. Well, use a campfire icon for it. It's really not a campfire. It's a little light bulb that blinks. Right, got that one SP from earlier. Get some more beta power from ambushes.
다시 내려가야 해.
아니야, 길을 따라서 쭉 가면 돼.
That way. Let's go exploring the other end then. Assume it's blocked off. Yeah. Engaging enemies. Those insect bastards are coming at us. Nobody told me this was Helldivers 2.
꽤 멀리 온 것 같은데. 얼마나 더 가야 하지?
저기 하수도 시설만 지나가면 돼. 건너갈 방법이 있을 텐데.
I'm getting some inspiration from those girders, yeah. I did not mean to fall down. Oh. That was a bit tight. A bit hairy there. I've seen a movie like this before. It was a film with a predictable storyline about mankind winning against alien monsters that invaded the Earth. The start of the movie, the monsters slaughter humans left and right. Even armed soldiers aren't able to do anything until the main character appears. We're playing the role of those soldiers. He is incredibly self-aware. Pull the plug! Pull the plug! Pull the plug! I see you. That's all these enemies have, is the element of surprise. Otherwise, they're pathetic. Well, guess who's got the element of surprise, asshole? Me too. Oh. Oh, if there was a moment that could be clipped, it's that. Well, that done told me, didn't it? Oh my god.
이게 뭐지? 쓸모는 없어 보이지만 조금 신경 쓰여. 나중에 알아봐야겠어.
Oh. Yeah, I meant to shift. That was on me. Egg on my face. It does feel like a long time between camps. Maybe there's a camp around here somewhere. Got him. Starting to get a little bit good at that now. Not to toot my own horn. I'm starting to get a little bit good at that now. And there's a camp here. Nice one. This looks like a good place to grind, actually. Couple of easy kill enemies around here.
작동이 안 돼.
Operation not authorized.
이상하다. 전력은 충분한데. 작동을 위해선 아이디 카드가 필요한 것 같아. 그것도 3개씩이나.
3 ID cards. Don't tell me. It's 1 ID card. Got to shove one up my ass for 15 minutes. And I've also got to shove it in the freezer for 15 minutes.
그래, 급한 건 아니니까.
No SP yet.
아담, 궁금한 게 있어.
뭔데?
아까 그 하이퍼셀, 지금까지 기록 보관소를 유지할 정도로 거대한 에너지원인 거지?
그렇지. 퓨전 셀과는 비교가 안 되지.
그럼 그 에너지를 어디다 사용할 생각인 거야?
그건 설명하려면 좀 긴데. 돌아오면 직접 만나서 이야기해줄게.
그래, 알겠어.
I get the feeling this Adam is up to no good. What do you need all this energy for? Oh, nothing. Why are you so nosy? That's what it feels like. Can I jump between fast travel areas? Yes. Would appear I could travel right back to the start of the game if I wanted to. Rush through all those enemies again to get XP. It's good to know. Which way is that looking? There's a new enemy. Cricket Butcher. Mm-hmm. Didn't want to risk it. Yes. I know, video game. You have told me outright, but okay. I guess there must have been someone during testing who couldn't figure out I need to collect the keycards in it. That's fine. If the hints annoyed me, I could turn them off. They don't bother me. It's just the way they appear in, like, a grey box in the corner of the screen like that reminds me of the saving icon in a lot of PS3 games. The PS3 firmware saving icon. So that's why it keeps distracting me. It's because of its placement and font. Not got the element of surprise if I know you're coming, do ya? I was holding down block, but it wouldn't let me block straight away. I knew it was there. Really? Death? Oh. Ah! Same enemy as last time! What the fuck? I was holding L1. I was holding L1. I was holding L1. Nice! Yeah, I meant to fall all the way down to the bottom. That's precisely what I wanted to do. That's why I did it. Intentionally. Oh no. Fuck me. Got him.
좋아. 나머지도 찾아보자.
Whee! Looking at 3 o'clock. Got some course-related stuff I need to do, but I was thinking about doing it tomorrow. But the problem is...
아이디 카드 없인 꿈쩍도 안 한다고.
doing it tomorrow means I'll have to cut some time out of Stellar Blade tomorrow. Blah. You can't ambush them, huh? If they're stone. Ugh. That's an enemy. Holy fuck. Real? Human? After all. Codename Gigas has finally been sighted. Gigas. Like Earthbound. Oh, this thing again. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Another one.
이제 하나만 더.
The treasure up there. Did I miss treasure up there? Is there a photo mode? Planet diving suit 7th. That's what I already had, wasn't it? Ah, better enhancement gear. Oh, I got 2 slots. Okay, sweet. I don't use consumables. Don't think I missed anything up there. We're fine. Looked like I might have missed a chest. I didn't swing to it properly. Shit. Dodged too soon. Sorry, I'm not worried yet. Survivability, huh?
이제 리프트가 가동될 거야.
This one was relatively easy to get. Oh. Need to breach for it. Oh my god. Jerkface. How am I doing? Have I got the Crane ID card? One. Right, so there wasn't an ID card back there. That was something else I picked up. Ah, but this will now work. Am I really going with no Estus flasks to the next area? Sure, why not? How dangerous can it be? It's a cutscene. It's probably safe.
건방이 끝내주는데.
전쟁 이전의 풍경은 어땠을까?
이분 네가 생각하기엔 어땠을 것 같아?
똑바로 선 빌딩, 관리된 자연물, 그리고 살아있는 사람?
뭐 상상력 형편없구만. 하긴 지상에 내려와 본 적은 없을 테니. 활기가 넘치는 거리, 깨끗한 대기, 사람들의 웃는 모습을 떠올려보라고.
There was no way people were smiling everywhere they looked. I'm sorry. I know what the world is like now. Unless there was a utopia between now and this,
아주 예전에.
I call bullshit on people smiling and being happy. Get us a tiny bit of health back.
아직 떠날 준비가 안 된 거야?
아담이 말한 풍경들을 상상해보고 싶었어. 어려워. 그만 가자.
Yay, tiniest bit of health back. Woo.
됐어. 패널에 인증만 하면 돼.
I shouldn't have come here. I'm not prepared. La 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 la. Still not prepared. Still not prepared for conflict. Ha! That seems doable.
구조물을 내려놓은 곳으로 가보자.
Trying to figure out where that is in relation to where we are. Up here? Ooh. Nice one.
좋아, 이제 거의 다 왔어. 이곳만 지나가면 곧 알파가 있는 곳이야.
Looks like you get a lot of these bombs and things just from running around? Just from collecting them from dropped from enemies? It feels like I'm not using the game's items enough. That I might be making things a little bit harder for myself. How are we doing? Almost 4 hours. I feel like if I play any more of the game now, I'm going to exhaust myself out on it. And I'm going to make myself bored of it. So, I'm going to stop here. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me today. Anybody who's still around? Jacob Novick, Mr. Mad Internet, Johnny. I know Garlops was here. Acid was here. Let's scroll up a bit more. Alt1. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I'm going to go, but I guess I would consider this game a cautious recommendation to people who love Nier Automata, who love the Devil May Cries and the Bayonettas of the world. If you just like those games, I would say hold off this one until there's a sale or until a version comes out with whatever paid cosmetics eventually come out for this game all together in one bundle. Only pick it up immediately if you are definitely a fan of those sorts of games, because that's what it is. It feels kind of like that. It's kind of Souls-like-y, kind of Code Vein-y. It's got that feel to it. It's an easy recommend if you love those games. Otherwise, hold off until a sale. Let's put it this way. I paid $61.99 for this. I, so far, don't think this is a $61.99 game. But my opinion might change as I play more of it. But initial impressions are... What was it? All flash and no panties? Until next time! If we live that long, take care. Bye-bye.